Friends. Friends are a very weird thing in many different ways, and I'll explain that to you. Friendship is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. You know, having someone to always tell things, being on good terms with people, you know, being invited to stuff, making great memories. But I realized that, we always have old friends, new friends, old friends. And I realized that, friends, it's like different times of your life. Friends come and go. And it's kind of sad to think about that, that's just how life is, One year you're with this group of friends, next year you're with this group. And, it's very weird, and it's weird because, they're your friends and all, but, a lot of them you can't even trust, friends are great, but, some of them are fake, and that's I think a lot of people worry about fake friends. And I worry about it a lot too, because I want to be able to trust my friends and to be able to tell them stuff, but if I can't trust them, then what's the point? And I kind of realized that let's be honest here, you'll be lucky if you're talking to your high school friends in 30 years from now. We'll probably talk, I'll talk, you hang out, let me restart. You probably have a big group of friends. Or not, too big, you know what I mean. You have a big group of friends, But after high school, unless you're in, a giant group chat with a bunch of them and all of you guys play basketball and you guys make plans, something like that, if you don't have friends like that, you're probably only going to be talking to your close friends after high school. The ones that you trust most or whatever. You probably won't be talking to, some of the friends that what you weren't too close with, but he was still your friend, you'll still hang out with you. You probably won't be talking to them after high school. And you'll probably talk to your friends, after your close friends after high school for a couple of years in your 20s, maybe if you're lucky to your 30s. But let's be honest, after that, when you start a family and you get in love, you have children, you're probably not going to talk to your friends. And it's a sad realization because I like my friends and I want to stay in touch with them forever. But if we be honest right now, the reality is that you're probably not going to be talking to your friends after you start having children and all that. I just wish that I could stay a kid forever just so I can be with my friends. Because, if you think about it, you got to spend all the time you have with your friends now, because after high school, you're probably not going to be talking to them. And you guys are going to probably just slowly drift away from each other until eventually you just stop talking to each other.